Shalom, friends. It's the Kiva from Israel in 5, and I want to share with you a very special and important opportunity to help the children of Israel. The Jewish holiday of Purim is coming up very soon, and typically this is a time of joy, celebration, and unity. But for thousands of children around the country, this time has been replaced by fear, trauma, and uncertainty. Ever since October 7th, the lives of thousands of children have been turned upside down. And Mayor Panim wants to make sure that they can go into Purim with a big smile on their face and celebrate just like they have in the past and just like they deserve. If you go to israel5.org/donate, you can make a contribution that will make sure that the children of Israel have what they need and have what they deserve to fully celebrate this upcoming holiday of Purim. Mayor Panim is using donations to send out Mishloach Monod, gifts of food, to set up holiday parties in their centers around the country, to organize meals for families that need it, and also give emergency funding to families that are struggling. Please go to israel5.org/donate and open up your heart in any way you can, in the best way that you can, to make sure that the children of Israel who have been dealing with so much these past 16 plus months since the beginning of this war against the terror organization Hamas, make sure that they can celebrate with joy, with celebration, and with a big smile on their face. You can bring that smile to their face by going to israel5.org/donate or clicking on the link below. And let's make sure all of us together that the children of Israel remember what joy and celebration is. All the best, my friends, and be well. This week, Israel is getting ready for the Jewish holiday of Purim, which is the most joyous and happy of all Jewish holidays in the Jewish calendar, which brings up the question for some people, how is it possible to celebrate such a joyous holiday while this war is still going on and hostages are still being kept in Gaza? Let's explore this very important question together. Shalom, my friends. This is the Kiva Gersh with Israel in 5, where we give you everything Israel in 5 minutes. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or want to keep the conversation going, please do so below in the comments. It is a very good question. How can we, how do we, how will we celebrate such a joyous holiday while this war against our evil enemies is still going on and we still have dozens of Israeli hostages being kept by the Hamas terror organization in brutal conditions in the Gaza Strip? This is not a simple situation and it's not a simple question. But the truth is that the Purim of holiday is specifically all about this, celebrating Jewish life, celebrating being Jewish in the face of our enemies, no matter what. Because the holiday of Purim was all about another evil enemy of ours, Haman, who was a descendant of the first evil enemy of the Jewish people after they left Egypt, which is the nation of Amalek, right? Haman wanted to completely wipe out and destroy every single Jew in the world, which is exactly the same goal as the Hamas terror organization and other terrorist organizations that Israel is fighting against around the Middle East. And Haman was part of the Persian Empire. And we know that today Iran and the Persian Empire are pretty much the same thing, the same land, the same history, the same people, the same culture. And we know that the Islamic regime in Iran, not all the Iranian people, and we know that there are many Iranian people out there who are against their government and stand with Israel. But the Islamic regime of Iran is the one who is funding and supporting and creating these terrorist organizations around the Middle East to fight their fight against Israel. These terrorist organizations are the tentacles of Iran. So when we think about the historical Purim, the story of Purim that took place thousands of years ago, and we look at the story happening today, there are so many similarities, commonalities, and parallels. And the fight that we fought back then is very similar to the fight that we're fighting today. We are fighting against evil. We're fighting against an evil force that wants to wipe out the Jewish people. And just like thousands of years ago, when we stood up and we fought back and we say, there is no way you are going to do this, and there's no way you're going to accomplish this, so too today. Our people stand in our land proud and strong, with strength and with thousands of years of history, giving them context and meaning and motivation. And so no matter how hard this is, no matter how long this war goes on, And even with the incredibly difficult, challenging, painful reality of hostages still in the Gaza Strip being held by Hamas, we still celebrate this holiday because if we don't, then our enemies win. If we don't celebrate Jewish life, if we don't celebrate being Jewish, we give a victory to our enemies. And so we simultaneously fight this fight. We continue to fight Hamas and Hezbollah and other terrorist organizations and other enemies of ours, while at the same time celebrating this incredible, joyous holiday. And because by celebrating and by being joyous, we remember who we are, we remember our history, and we create a better and brighter future. By celebrating, we are fighting against our enemies as well. Can you imagine our enemies seeing us dancing and singing during our Jewish holidays? How much pain that must bring them? They're trying so hard to bring us down. And we have physically and militarily defeated so much of Hamas and Hezbollah already in this war. Though this war is not yet over, we've accomplished a great amount. And they know that. And then for them to see us celebrate in a few days on the Jewish holiday of Purim coming up at the end of this week, Thursday night and Friday, that's another victory for the Jewish people, another victory to Israel, right? And I do really believe it gives the hostages great strength to know that we are still here, we are still fighting, we are still joyous, we are still celebrating, we're doing everything we can to bring you home. And at the same time, we're not going to let our enemies get in the way of us celebrating Jewish life and celebrating being Jewish in the ancient Jewish homeland. All the best, my friends, and be well.